Okay, so we're still here. Let's go into I. The adjective consumer. Who knows what adjectives are? Let's look it up because we don't all know. I'm not going to assume that you know. It's a phrase naming an attribute. It modifies or describes a noun or pronoun. It describes noun, but it is not a noun. So it is not a person, place, or thing. As an adjective, consumer, it is not a person, place, or thing. It's an adjective. Used with reference to a credit transaction, characterizes the transaction as one in which the party to whom the credit is offered or extended is a natural person, and the money, property, or services which are the subject of the transaction are primarily for personal, family, and household purposes. So, what is a consumer? If it's an adjective, it specifically states the adjective consumer characterizes the transaction. It doesn't even make sense, the word, to me. Characterizes the transaction as one in which the party to whom credit is offered is a natural person. Let's see if ChatGPT can help us out. This is how I use ChatGPT. I don't ask ChatGPT questions that it's not going to know. So, this word consumer describes a transaction where the person getting the credit is an individual like you or me. Hmm? That's weird. That's weird. Let's just have ChatGPT break down this whole sentence. And if I have to correct it, I will correct it. Because a lot of times I find myself having to correct ChatGPT. When we use the word consumer in the context of a credit transaction, it means that the transaction involves lending money to regular people, like individuals, rather than big businesses or organizations. Let's have a convo with ChatGPT. When the term consumer is used in the context of a credit transaction, it indicates that the credit is being offered. You see that? Consumer itself is not a person, place, or thing. It is a term used to describe the type of person involved in a credit transaction. It refers to an individual who is borrowing or using credit. It doesn't refer to a physical object or entity. That's interesting. So the adjective consumer used with reference to a credit transaction characterizes, characterizes the transaction as one in which the party to whom the credit is offered or extended is a natural person, and the money, property, or services which is subject of the transaction are primarily for personal, family, or household purposes. So when people are running out around out here saying that they are the consumer, you're the consumer, you could say that. I mean, if you want to, but I think they've been using it a little bit incorrectly. Let's check the time. Okay, it's only been 5 minutes. So a consumer, it describes something. It is not a thing. It describes a thing. So, and I'm still a little weird about this natural person stuff, especially when human says something is of man, and human is an adjective. So yeah, I hope that that clarified some stuff. People, they will lead you down some paths, and those are the type of ways that you define these definitions, legal and lawful definitions, because it gets really tricky. It does. And people have strange ideas. But if you guys need anything else defined, do not hesitate to let me know. I am 3 weeks late on this upload. And thank you for watching.